Well, Richard Timmers here. This past week, of course, I've been doing my reviews for the past Ninja Turtles movies because of Mutant Mayhem. Here's my for the last Ninja Turtles the actual film, and that's of course 2016's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. This time around, it was directed by Dave Green, who also directed that very underrated little found footage sci-fi movie a couple years ago called Earth Echo, which is very underrated if you guys ever seen that. Now, of course, he replaced the original director, who I thought did a really decent job. And this director, Dave Green, is also set to do the upcoming Coyote versus Acme film, which I'm interested to see how that's going to turn out. But now, as for Out of the Shadows, it's nowhere near as good. It's really nowhere near as good as the first film. But I'd say I had a fun time. I thought the action was pretty decent. There is some downsides in this. Like for one, Tyler Perry in this, I like Tyler Perry. Like even when he's not, doing his Medea persona, I like him. Like Tyler Perry could be a really good actor. If you're not seeing him in stuff like let's say Gone Girl, or maybe in his part in Star Trek, when Tyler Perry's not even doing his Medea stuff or anything like that, he could be a good capable actor. I always found his casting as a Superfly character here. What's the character's name again? Baxter Stockman. I always found the character. I always really found him very miscast here. I mean, I'm like, really, you got Medea in a Ninja Turtles film? That's something I never even knew would have ever happened at the time. But here we are. And when he like becomes Superfly, I just thought it was like really weird. I feel like Mutant Mayhem did Superfly better than the live action film did. I mean, I think Ice Cube was a better Superfly than Tyler Perry was. That's my opinion there. Now, if you guys don't know much about the story with this one, this time around you have the Turtles who face like a new challenge when Shredder escapes from custody and joins forces with Baxter Stockman, played by Tyler Perry, who's this mad scientist who plans to use a serum to take over like the world. And along with the ride, for the ride are Bebop and Rocksteady, who I thought were scene stills by the way. Um, of course, they were played by CMS and Gary Anthony Williams, and I thought they really play the roles pretty well here. But of course, they of course do have their own ally, who is April O'Neil, Vernon Fenrick, and you got Casey Jones, played by Arrow himself, Steve Ramel, who's the hockey mask vigilante. And I actually thought Steve Ramel was a pretty good Casey Jones. I would have loved to have seen a third film with more of Steve Ramel as Casey Jones, but yeah, I mean, Steve Amell, of course, at the time he was pretty much popular thanks to the show Arrow. So seeing him like on the big, like in a feature film like this, I know it was really a dream to see. But it didn't really go anywhere. Like, uh, you know, I think that sci-fi movie he did with Robbie Amell was probably the last like major feature Steve Amell has. I mean, he has that show Heels, which isn't bad, but it's a shame he didn't really. He's not really broken out like into the film star like you would have expected him to be. I mean, he had a great run on Arrow, but although his comments about the SAG stuff, like SAG strike, that might put that on his career, but we'll see what happens there. Uh, and of course, as the Turtles, you got the voice talents of the likes of Pete Plosek as Leonardo, Alan Richardson as Raphael. You had Jeremy Harrer as the voice of Donatello, and once again you had Mickey Milkovich himself, Noel Fisher as Michelangelo, and of course you have Sheamus as Rocksteady, with Gary Anthony Williams as Bebop, who I thought they really played those parts very perfectly. And top it off, you also had Brad Garrett voicing the Krang, which I thought Brad Garrett's voice as a Krang was actually brilliant casting. And of course, you even had like Laura Linney popping up in this, which I've always found also to be very odd. A Oscar caliber actress in a Ninja Turtles movie. I always found that a little odd there, but hey, you know, if he wants to do other stuff, I guess. I don't know. Of course, he had Brian T as a Shredder, who I thought was brilliant here. Dean Winters also pops up. You even had cameos by the likes of Carmelo Anthony, DeAndre Jordan, lots of NBA superstars making cameos in this. You even had a fun cameo appearance by Judah Hogg, who of course played the original April O'Neil in 1990's Ninja Turtles, which I thought that was a really cool callback. But yeah, why Met Out Shells is not nowhere near as good as the first film. And of course, some of the problems like Tyler Perry's being cast as actor was weird. But other than that, I still had a fun time with it. It was really entertaining. I love the action. I was disappointed we never really got to see a third TMNT film, but yeah, this movie didn't do as good as the first film. Let me see. I believe it. Yeah, it made about 245.6 million. So yeah, it did not do nearly as good. So there's and didn't do really good financially either. I guess obviously not many people were a fan of that first 2014 one, so I guess they didn't really want to borrow the second one. But hey, at least we got Mutant Mayhem, and whether we get no live action or not, I think Mutant Mayhem is a really interesting way to go here. Interested to see what other Ninja Turtles carnage we'll get in the future, but we'll see. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shells? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Favorite scenes, favorite moments? Where would it rank in your favorite Ninja Turtles films? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Human Sire.